Welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 161 for the week of October 16th. I am Alca7raz, and with me is Nemesis.
Hey there, everyone.
Hey. So yeah, that's a lot of water coming out of the sky right now.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we're getting hit with
The
the
water
end
is
of
not the problem.
Yeah, the water isn't the wind. We're getting hit with the tail end of a typhoon out here in the Pacific Northwest.
Woo. And yet we're still recording.
Yep, that ain't gonna stop us. We're used to a bit of rain. We've got another standard episode for you. We've got our news. Got another pony episode to talk about.
Mhm.
We're going to talk about Top Bolt. Yes, we've seen it already. Came out a while ago, but we're going to talk about it now because now is when it normally was supposed to air.
Yes. Yes.
And we got a little bit of fan content after that. So let's jump into the news. If you'd like to follow along, you can. You can go check out our show notes, pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. So go there, click the link for this episode, and let's get to this. In convention news, PonyCon, the one in New Jersey now, has announced some community animators that will be there, including Pika Petey, Pymations, and Crown Prince.
Ooh.
Pacific PonyCon has announced Nicole Oliver, and Equestria LA will be coming back next year, September 8th through the 10th, at the Windham Anaheim Garden Grove.
Yep,
So,
they're back.
They are
Again.
back.
This is what, their second comeback?
Something like that. I don't know. Bands can get away with multiple farewell tours and reunion tours, so I don't know. Everfree Northwest has updated their site, and it lists Tabitha St. Germain as a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're probably planning on officially announcing that while we record. Thank you very much.
Volunteer applications are also up. Oh, and they even have the list of what you can volunteer for. So, wow, it's a big list.
Oh, there's always a big list.
I
They
know,
always
but
have a
it's-
list.
It's a big list.
They always have a list, but yes, applications are apparently open.
Volunteer applications.
Go volunteer, go help. Good con. Into fandom news, Legends of Equestria, the MMO game, has released a bit about how the upcoming limited release will work. Yeah, the whole no more just for a weekend, it's going to be up all the time, but it's not going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes into the whole there's going to be phases and how to get into it and stuff like that.
And socks.
Oh yes, and socks, because that's the most important thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Customized socks.
Custom colors and socks. Ponies and socks.
Game of the year.
Artist Rary Dash has been making a ponified version of the card game Love Letters.
Even include a handy explanation of how to play that game.
Yep, apparently it's pretty simple. So if you're interested, go check that out. And Philly Fantasy 6 is now officially out.
It's done.
Yep,
Well,
done.
1.0 release.
Yep.
No doubt there'll be bug fixing.
Oh, yeah, but it hit 1.0. It's out of alpha and whatnot.
Out of beta.
Out of betas. Into merchandise news, Wave 17 of the blind bags should be releasing this week on Amazon, maybe?
Maybe.
And it appears that possibly Wave 16 will not be coming to the U.S. Apparently the order's been getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's another international-only release they've done before.
Unacceptable.
All right, lemon grab. How many years dungeon?
1 million years.
Speaking of blind bags, though, even more have been spotted, including a bunch of stallions and some others. Including
Mhm.
some remakes, too. Click the links in the show notes that you should be following if you want more
Yes.
info.
I believe some of them are new molds, actually.
I think
Yes.
new molds are using from the collection, FAM collection,
Yes.
I think.
They're going to start reusing those now.
Yep, they have them. Might as well.
Why spend more money on retooling?
Exactly. And it looks like the next Build-A-Bear plushie will be Minty.
Yes.
Apparently, that one's getting really popular.
I found out apparently they're re-releasing a very minty Christmas.
Oh,
That's why.
that's why. Yeah, but the character's pretty popular too, interestingly
apparently
enough.
For anyone who's a fan of the stuff pre My Friendship is Magic, Minty is a popular character.
Yeah.
We watched it. I don't remember much about it, but I know we watched it.
it was one of those. We kind of.
I can't remember if it was one of the decent ones or one of the really bad ones. I just know one of them was really bad and messed up.
Yeah, that the whole watching those old ones is one of those that we're starting to block it from our memories just for
Yeah.
the sake of our sanity. But yes, Minty, Build-A-Bear. The Family Moments brushable set has appeared on eBay in packaging.
Which is the new style packaging.
Yeah, it looks like the Guardians Harmony stuff, except it's not Guardians Harmony.
Yeah, it looks like that's a universal thing. New logo and everything.
Yep. The MLP Puzzle Party mobile game is now officially out. So yeah, if you've been waiting for that, because they had the soft release a while back.
Yeah, soft release on iOS only.
Yeah, but now it's out Android and stuff like that. It's a full one. And a weird little interesting bit, the illustrious Q over on Equestria Daily got an interview at New York Comic Con with one of the people making it. During the interview, they kind of dropped an interesting tidbit about Season 7, though. Apparently, it's coming out in spring.
Not unexpected, really.
Not unexpected, but I don't think he was supposed to say that. But yeah.
They talk about how they're trying to keep in step with this season as it goes on or something.
Yep.
Because we've been playing the game, and I've been playing it. It kind of loosely follows the show as you play it. It's just a standard match 3 game, although it's match 2.
Yeah,
but of course, it tries to get you to buy stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need to, though.
It's a freemium.
It's a decent game. I mean, if you've played these kind of games, you know what you're getting, though. There's really no real deviation from the formula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. So, yeah, spring, apparently. Into comic news, Equestria Daily has an extended preview for issue number 47. Yep. So if you like reading those.
The second part of the election
arc. Yeah.
It's all about the issues.
All about the issues. Ha, ha, ha. And to Friendship is Magic News. Looks like M.A. Larson will not be writing for Season 7.
Oh, no.
Josh Haber might not be. I'm not entirely
certain. That's what he's implying. He seems to be implying that he's probably not going to be, because he's apparently working on a different show.
Yeah, but he also says never say never. Yeah. It usually implies that it could.
Well, he says never
happen.
Say won't, as in he was willing to, but he might not be able to.
Yeah, so he might, but maybe not. Well, I don't think Larson was even part of Season 6. Was he?
No.
Did he? So that's 2 seasons back to back that he's not been around for.
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta get that Penny Roll Academy money.
Yeah, he's been busy with that. Moving on from writers, Emily Blunt has hinted that she's apparently a villain in the upcoming MLP movie.
Aha.
And in the last piece of news, Jim Miller has posted a small statement talking about what he means when he says that he makes a show for little girls. Yeah. Apparently
that was a bit of a firestorm.
Yeah, it's been causing some drama.
Right after we edited, or right after we recorded last time.
Yeah.
Stuff started happening. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm paying attention to other stuff right now. I just know something's going down.
Yeah, and he posted a statement describing it and detailing it, and it's actually a really good read, so go read it.
And don't misconstrue it.
Yeah, and don't misconstrue it, please. Because that's what it seemed like. People were misconstruing it.
He basically, a lot of people were reading his, I make a show for little girls. He was basically, people were reading it as admission of, we're going to knock, our standards are low.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's what this entire show is fighting against, is showing that a show for little girls is a good thing. It can be good.
Amazing, even.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just talking about basically the reality is this is what he has to write. This is it. Standards and practices, there's stuff they simply cannot do.
Yeah.
Because they are not allowed to. Yes, they're still trying to push it. And I think in the comments of the Equestria Daily link, he does talk about they do try to push things. They're slowly breaking the rules a little bit at a time to try to force change, but it's hard to work against a machine like this.
Yeah. It's an uphill battle, but they're battling it. But yeah, good read. Go check that out. And that's the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Longer bit of news.
Not that much.
Well, not that much, but more than the last couple episodes.
I think it's part of the reason just because we talked a little bit longer about the different stuff.
Well, just total items was more. But anyway, the news is done. We're on to discussion.
Also because more convention stuff than there has been.
Yes.
Lately it's been maybe one thing for conventions if we're lucky.
Yeah. Nightmare Nights is about to happen. But yes, discussion. Pony episode Top Bolt aired. So, quick synopsis. Dash is at the Wonderbolt Academy. Not Academy. At Wonderbolt headquarters. Preparing to, have a nice weekend.
Yep. Vacay.
Yeah, and then leaves, and then her butt pager goes off. Quickly rushes back to the castle to see what the new friendship mission is, and her and Twilight have to go back to the Wonderbolt Academy, which Dash just came from, because the HQ and the Academy are the same. So they go back, talk to Spitfire, and they agree, okay, we'll help teach this new batch flyers to help out because they need some help, and that might help find the friendship problem. And they quickly do. And they find that one of the two in the pair is helping the other, and the other one isn't as good as they think they are. And they end up coming to terms with that, roughly.
Yeah.
And then they'll resolve the differences, and they get better individually, and everyone's happy.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. I like this episode.
This was a fun episode.
It was fun. Obviously, because Dash, I liked it, but it's also Twilight, so you liked it.
Yes. Finally. This is only the second episode of Twilight focused in the entire season, and both of them are at the end.
Yeah, they're making up for the first few seasons, which was basically Twilight's Sparkless show.
No, don't do that. More Twilight.
No. Hey, would you rather have more? Well, it's kind of been outpaced by Twilight Glimmer here. So
who got 5 episodes?
Yeah,
which is she's had 20%, over 20% of the season to herself. That is insane for any of them. None of them have gotten that.
How about we save the Starlight Glimmer for a different episode?
Right. You brought it up, though. It's your fault.
I did, but we'll not go into that one. We'll save that one for some other time. We'll leave that one there. But yes, this episode, it was good. It was fun. The synopsis, I mean, the story, it's the same. The idea of the story was fairly simple. It was your standard map episode. It followed the
map?
No, it followed, I want to say recipe, but that's not the right word. But yeah, it went as well as you would expect. It went the same way as the rest of them doesn't, and it worked really well. It was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a lot of fun just because it's like, oh, hey, finally Twilight. I mean, she has to share an episode with Dash, but okay, fine, I'll take it.
I'm perfectly
at this
fine
point,
with
I'll
this.
take it.
This is perfectly fine with me.
But it was nice just kind of, for me, just particularly just seeing Twilight finally back in her element, so to speak.
Yes. And not her magic element. Not that
That's why
element.
I said so to speak. It's just finally get to see her not just a supporting character or anything, or just kind of sitting there kind of being the lecturer towards at one point.
Yeah.
But actually being her and doing so for the entire episode.
Yeah, we got to see Twilight being a main character and being adorkable.
Yes.
As well.
The only thing I'm missing is the more snark. That's something that's been missing for a while. She needs more snark. She needs snark again. Bring back
No, I think
Twilight.
there was too much snark other ways in this episode.
Bring back Twilight Snarkle.
Snarkle. Oh, we just go to TJ Pones for his angry Twilight.
Not quite that. Snark.
Snark.
Snark and sarcasm. It's gone, and it should come back.
Yeah, this episode wouldn't have been good for it though, because there was enough of it elsewhere. It would have just been an
Although
overload.
we did get a nice thing. We did get Twilight. I'm not taking any of your crap, Twilight.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's always
we
fun.
also got a bit of that from Dash too.
Yes, even Dash got in. Like, okay, even Dash is like, okay.
Yes. So we got a handful of new characters for this
Stinger.
episode. Sky Stinger and I've already forgot her name.
My brain went flurry hard. No, that's not it.
That is not it.
That is not her name. Vapor Trail.
Yes. Sky Stinger and Vapor Trail are the two new characters. Sky is not as good as he thinks he is, and he thinks he's really, really good.
He has a lot
Vapor
of
Trail's
ego.
and Vapor Trail is, the one helping him and making him as good as he seems to be.
Yeah, Sky Stinger is take Dash and multiplier by like 3 in ego.
And also add some other bits too.
Something. Which is wow.
Also, you have to add a little bit more jerkish too.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of a jerk. Kind of. It's kind of balanced out in other ways, especially near the end of the episode.
Honestly, I was just kind of, Vapor, what the heck do you see in the sky?
Yeah.
Vapor Trail is very meek.
Quite meek. Very much
not quite Fluttershy levels, though.
No, not like that. She's not super shy or anything like that. She just pushes the attention off onto.
She's not someone who likes the spotlight, really. Or she not so much not like, she doesn't really care about the spotlight.
Yeah.
For her whole thing was more or less pushing Sky to hit what he wanted. She was just along for the ride because she wanted to be around Sky because of some reason or another.
Yeah, and here's something something that I want to kind of bring up between those two, something that I actually haven't seen talked about a lot. There is something else that I do see talked about a lot that we're going to talk about, but I want to bring this up first. Something that I see is it looks like they were hinting towards actual a codependency issue. That's what it looked like. This is a development of there was some codependency traits going on here. It's like, are they actually going to talk about this? And it did look like it was going there. How Vapor treats Sky is it's all about him. Got to make him happy, and that's like, warning bells, danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah,
that's almost straight up codependency there. It's like,
although
interesting.
He seems to think he doesn't need her that much. He's just kind of
it's like a one-sided. Although that it still happens. They say it's codependency because you're dependent on each other, but sometimes you see it just one way.
Yeah,
but it's still same. Everything about her is dependent on him.
Yeah.
Her entire motivation is to make him
So basically,
better.
Twilight and Dash are called to come in and fix a actually inherently broken relationship.
Basically, because if that were to have continued, it would have been really, really bad.
Yeah, and this actually not just because, you're not in the Wonderbolts anymore, but beyond that.
No, you'd end up getting this, everything he does is because of her, but he doesn't know it, and he thinks he's so great. And then, even in the beginning, he kind of put her down a little. He's like, she's not that good. She needs help. And all this, like, no. But you'd end up, after a while, she'd end up not being able to keep up with it. And then you start getting resentment build up. And
until it finally explodes, and oh, dear.
Yeah, and then it just gets really bad.
This is a good thing. This is because previous stuff when they're fixing friendship problems, it was always like a newish problem that they're coming in to fix and this is like, no, this is a long-standing problem that's been there since their childhood.
Yeah, and it's been bring up the childhood thing. Yeah, that speaks to a few things there. We get to see Sky's family, a bunch of
both their families.
Yeah, we get to see both of their families, but on Sky's, it's he's one of many children, and he gets ignored. It's like middle child syndrome almost.
Yeah, except
but
amplified.
Then Sky's only child, and he gets way too much attention.
She's smothered.
Yeah, helicopter parents.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
So
that's one of the things. Is like both are. It's like I've heard others complain about both things. I'm kind of in that weird thing of like I pretty much grew up with a single sibling, even though I have more. The rest were not there for most of my life.
Yeah, I see. For me, I'm the middle
not
child.
Living in the same house as I was for most of my life.
Yeah, I get more of the middle child personally.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, so we see this, and we see, it's like, wow, the map called him to fix something at probably the best moment before things get super bad.
Yeah.
And while they can still be fixed, it's like,
yeah,
it would have been cool to see them more obviously go into this, but I think this is as far as they were really allowed to go.
Yep, there's that stupid standards and practices nonsense.
Well, I'm not sure it's just a standards and practices thing. It's just, it starts talking about some really, the topics, it's like I'm certain you could the target audience can understand a lot of this, but even that starts going above. It's a topic that not even adults can sometimes figure out.
Doesn't mean you should.
So it's one of those. It's like we could go into this more, but
then again, sometimes kids figure out things adults can't.
Yeah, so it's probably one of those. Can we do this, or do we want to try and keep it a little bit lighter for the sake of the show and episode? Otherwise, things get really dark and ugly.
Still, it was interesting.
But yeah, it was interesting. I don't really see a lot of people talking about the possible codependency bit going on there.
Yeah.
No, what we do see people talk about a lot, though, is holy crap, they just need a kiss already.
Pretty much. I mean, wow, especially at the end.
Oh, yeah, it was like, this is like, obviously, these two are a thing.
It doesn't help that a lot of the shots seem to be designed specifically in other things. We be seeing these shots of, this is the montage of them slowly getting to know each other and like each other and they're about to get together.
This
are getting together.
They're flying in these symmetrical patterns that, look
vaguely like hearts.
There's
the bit where they stop and skid to a halt like face to face on the runway, and it's like, well, okay.
Just kiss. There's also the scene with Dash. That's a classic now kiss scene.
Yeah, Dash is holding them both, and of course the dive tackle.
Yes, after that, glomp.
Yeah. Although right there also was the on top of the title of the episode was another blatant reference to Top Gun with the "You can be my wingman anytime" or wing pony.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, blatant reference right there, which of course, as a lot of people know, Top Gun is infamous for its the somewhat homoerotic subtext.
Yeah.
So when you follow that model, well, don't be surprised when people ship the characters together.
Oh, yeah. These two are going to be
I'm surprised they didn't go for it at all. I mean, it's not like, they get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been there would be
It's safe.
Yeah, that would have been a
Because
safe
it's heterosexual.
one. Yes. They should really all be safe, but we're getting there.
Little by little.
Little by little, we'll make it there. Although I do still see some people ship Vapor and Dash after this one.
Yeah, whatever.
Because there was a couple scenes where they were standing next to each other. So
yeah, whatever.
that's enough for shippers. But now, ship Sky and Vapor.
Whatever.
That works.
It's cool.
So yeah, those two characters were pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
New characters.
Interesting.
And we would be absolutely remiss to mention the other character that showed up.
Yep.
So yes, we had another character.
Angel Wings.
Yes. Angel Wings. They showed it. It was a little bit interesting when you watch it the first time. I was like, this character
Stands out for some reason.
stands out, but doesn't really advance the plot.
Yeah, she just
at
can't.
all.
She's like, why is this? Yeah, it's noticeable. I remember watching it and it's going.
I mean, it's not a bad
I thought for a
character.
second she was going to be like the main focus character,
Yeah,
because she was
that's
the
what I
first
thought
one to
first.
talk. I was like, oh, she's one of the main focus, and then no. So why was there so much time devoted to her?
And it wasn't a huge amount of time. It's just,
I mean,
some points of
oddly,
focus. It was like,
scenes that were devoted pretty much to her, and it's like didn't really do anything. Like, why is that hair?
yeah.
And you find out
and the voice, you listen to the voice, it's like
off.
a little bit, it sounds a little bit
Amateur.
inexperienced. Yeah, a little bit amateurish voice acting on it. It's not horrible. I mean,
Yeah,
did fairly good job.
it's just clear you can tell it's someone who's new. It's like maybe did they grab someone who just works in the show, doesn't do voice work?
Yeah, maybe they grabbed a storyboard artist
And
or
then,
something.
oh wait,
No, it turns out this is it is an OC for the
Ooh.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yes,
Yes.
this is another one of those, except now it's an actual voice role. We have,
Mhm.
it was someone from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
They wanted to be in the show, and they granted them their wish.
Yeah, Alexis Huel. I'm hoping I pronounced that last name right. Huel. I hope that's right.
So yeah, it's like that. It's really cool to see that.
Yeah, this is the second apparently of 3
Yes, apparently we will be having another one
next
which is
season.
obviously going to be next season.
Yes, because the first one was the Pegasus in the wheelchair thingy in Traja.
Part of the
Yeah, that was the first one. This is the second, and the third will be sometime next season.
sometime next season.
So we'll probably be on the lookout for that one, whoever it is, whenever it is.
Oh, season My Little Pony. I was gonna get that in there somewhere. But yeah, it is really cool to see that, and they did a pretty good job. It was cool to see that, and it had that funny scene at the end. The whole, hey, I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that.
was-
Yeah,
I was
'Cause,
you're my new favorite ponies. Hey.
'Cause, yeah. I think that was actually. These are my favorite ponies in the show. Not gonna say it in the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was a good episode. It was fun. It was effective.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really point out any major flaws.
Yeah.
Spitfire was great.
Yeah, Spitfire. I love my job.
I love my job.
Yeah, that was
It's
a good
like,
one. Because we just see a little bit more about Spitfire. I mean, we kind of not know a whole lot about her totally, but this is just a little bit more. Like she legitimately enjoys being a drill sergeant.
Yep. Like right in the beginning, I have to train newbies. But you love yelling at people and blowing your whistle.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. it was a great scene.
Yes. I also just the big thing was like, I mean, I just like they did for this. I mean, they've done it before, but this really made it obvious. Like, yeah, this is going to play to Twilight and Dash's strengths for both of them because the whole teaching thing. Like, yeah, this Twilight's got this in the bag.
Yep, and they was able.
And
Twilight got the classroom part because she's great with that, and Dash got to go out and actually do the practice training.
And then, of course,
stuff.
Dash is falling asleep, and
Dash falling asleep in the classroom.
and of course, once again, Twilight will not take any of her crap. So, air horn.
Air horn, which was originally Dash's idea.
Oh, Dash, engineering your own downfall.
Yep. And no pony fell asleep. I'm not a student. It is a valid excuse. I can fall asleep. I'm not the student.
Technically, but but the thing is,
Technically,
Dash is there.
right is the best kind of right.
Dash is there to set an example, and if she's falling asleep,
No, she's not. She's just there to teach them how to fly.
any
In the
which
air.
way, it's kind of a good example for the students to pay attention, even if you already know this stuff.
You can be
At least look like you're paying attention.
do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, that works so well. Kids will call you out on that, or even younger people just generally call you out on that.
Mm-hmm. They will. But that dash napping is just the thing.
Twilight's absorbed enough knowledge about reading about flying and stuff that she can teach it, no problem.
Of course she
Although,
has.
as I pointed out, for a while, Twilight was a better flyer than Sky Stinger.
Yeah.
Which is funny in of itself, because she's only... I was almost going to say Scoot was probably a better flyer, but...
Ow. Ow. Low blow.
A little bit. Oh, yes. And, of course, the best face, I swear to God, like almost the entire season.
It was like one quick scene of awesome faces.
Yes. Just Twilight, just crazy grin.
Yeah, it was Vapor Trail finally just telling Sky, no, you aren't that good, and then her freaking out, and then Twilight, that grin.
The truth.
And Dash. Oh, no.
Yes.
That was great.
It was interesting. It was kind of weird how they were kind of both beating themselves up because they're both so wrong, and they're actually both right.
Both right.
The thing was timing.
Yeah.
They needed to get that stuff done before they told the truth. That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, they're trying to both martyr themselves.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. No, it's my fault.
Yeah. That's unfortunately rather common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the family thing. The young back in the Sky and whatever.
Yeah.
They're past the families. The baby in Sky's family. People noticed the coloring on her.
Kind of a pale green and yellow orange-ish
and
hair.
of course, is that lightning dust?
Is that lightning?
Of course,
dust?
that would present several questions of itself, because
Sky was obviously older than lightning dust,
and yet lightning dust is
already
rival to Dash in season 3.
Yeah,
sort of rival wing pony person.
I don't know. Sky
so is that just lightning just
a lot older, or
is he just someone who's just coming in really late, or is it like just lightning dust was
might be
really,
because of apparently he's not that good.
Yeah, or is it lightning dust was good enough to get in really early in life compared to say Dash, who maybe didn't try to do such things necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is it just not lightning dust?
Or is it just not lightning dust? It might not be. It might just be they picked those colors and that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? There's no confirmation. Make your own headcanon.
Where's Indigo Zap?
In the other world.
No, there's this world's Indigo Zap.
That's lightning dust.
This raises several questions.
Yes, it does. That's why we're asking them.
Of course, we actually also know that Indigo Zap was supposed to be in lightning dust, but they changed it because of
reasons.
Names.
Yes.
It was turned out literally was just copyright crap. They want to make they want to make a doll. They couldn't do that with lightning dust, so they had to change the character. Of course, they could change the name, but no. Apparently, that's like only one. There's Indigo. Well, this is not Indigo at all. This is not an Indigo pony. What do we do? Change the color.
Well, they would have changed the Equestria girl.
I'm just saying. Well, this is the names that are available. Indigo. Green is not Indigo.
Green is not Indigo. But yeah, there's also the why you change the names. Why do they still look the same? I was like, what? Okay, so if you have to change the name, might as well change the rest of the character too.
Yeah, although
so they don't have a. Why do they have different? No, well, we do have different names for the same characters anyway. Or we did. They've been sort of resolving.
Miss Palmel.
Miss Palmel. That still kept part of it. That was.
I know, but still, it's one of those.
But it's more of the Bon Sweetie Drops or
which
Trixie,
they made a joke
Lula
about.
Moon. Because all of a sudden the merchandise comes out with a different name. It's like, wait,
Lyra.
What? Yeah.
Because she called Heartstrings in the merchandise, and we went, guys, we called her Lyra. You can't do this to us. And then you changed it to Lyra Heartstrings. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Muffins.
It's derpy.
Muffins.
Derpy.
It's muffins. You saw it in the credits. It's muffins. Deal with it.
It's derpy. Derpy.
Who did not appear in this episode at all.
Who did not? No.
Neither did Lyra or Bon or Coco or
anyone else that we've mentioned.
Womp womp. Except maybe lightning dust.
Maybe lightning dust. Maybe. We don't even know about we don't even care about the other siblings.
Whatever.
Whatever.
That's just fun. Is that lightning dust? But other than that, no.
The Dizatron made a reappearance. Yeah, return.
I'm trying to remember if there was a net last time. I don't think there was.
I don't think they needed one last time. I think there was. It just wasn't used. This time it was.
Maybe. Other than that, there was just kind of just silliness with the montage. I love that bit with just Twilight just kind of pointing out he failed every single test and he just ignores it. She's like, and he just completely keeps going.
You're right. I don't need it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I have actual data saying otherwise.
Yeah.
Also, what the heck was that stuff with the wind machine thing? It's just drop.
I don't know. You're using chemical reactions to create a
yes.
It's probably a chemical explosion to create a gust of wind.
Or just magic potion.
That too. Aren't all potions just chemical science? Really?
It's magic. It's that changes things. Magic just kind of changes things.
Where do you draw the line between magic and potions being just chemical science? Where's the line?
When they instantly grow back teeth.
That could be a chemical reaction. That could be. And we have medicine that does weird stuff.
Whatever.
Where do you draw that line?
Well, it's considering this world ahead, magic is a known quantity.
Yes.
Known and measurable quantity. Other than that, though, I got nothing else.
I
can think of. It'll probably come up to me later.
Yeah. It was a good episode. It's definitely going to be one to remember and rewatch.
One of the better. Probably one of the better ones of the season, actually.
Yeah. It's up there.
It's really up there.
Moving on, we have fan content to talk about, or at least I do.
Yes.
I picked out 3 songs for this week that I liked. First one is A Changeling Can Change, remixed by Einarchs.
Changeling can change.
This is a pretty well done remix. One thing is, I think it works actually really well with the lyrics, which is really hard for these particular set of lyrics, because it's the original source material with the words is not exactly easy to work with, and from what I've heard from other remixes, this one actually does it relatively well. So I was happy with that. And yeah, otherwise it flows really well, and I do really like the vocal chopping that he does later on.
There was a couple points. I could have sworn the music kind of started to overwhelm the lyrics. The vocals, as in, it just carries a couple points where the music was kind of overpowering everything else, or the lyrics specifically. So, there 1 or 2 points. But the thing is, for me, it's a remix of a song I'm not a fan of. So it's one of those. It doesn't matter what he did to remix it. It's hard for me to like because the song it's based off of is one I'm not a huge fan of. So if the original is something I'm not huge on, the remix would yeah, that's the problem. It's nothing wrong with the remix itself, just the original song is not something I'm into.
Well, I like it.
So that's just hard for me to like just because nothing he did wrong.
Yeah.
Just the original is not a big thing
when you're starting from a low point, it's harder to make it even higher.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like the original a little bit more, even though I do have some of my faults with it. But I think this one was really well done. The next one is ITL by Fenning. Yeah, Fenning. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And this one, I think this one is a bit different in overall theme. It's not something we hear a lot of. It does happen. It's definitely different for Fenning. And I think it was really well done. If you're looking for something a little bit different than your usual fare, it's hard to describe this style. It's aesthetic, I guess. Especially if you go watch the video. But I would definitely recommend giving this a listen.
Yes, I really like the main riff of this one. Thing is, this song reminds me of the kind of music you'd hear in mid '90s video games from like the PlayStation era.
Yeah, which is aesthetics.
Yes, late '90s. So that kind of where they're like, oh, we don't have to just work with beeps and stuff. We can actually tones. We can actually go and do actual music, but we don't actually have access to an orchestra or something. So we'll still use like.
Yeah, you get like samples
and occasional just synthesized stuff, and so you get this interesting. They have music from video games in the mid '90s, late '90s, are have a very unique style to them, and I think this kind of matches that.
Yeah. And he did a pretty good job. And the last one I have is Derby Racers, remixed by Fuzogs. This one, he does it again. Super happy, fun remix of the song. Bouncy just like you'd expect.
Of course.
It's not quite as bouncy, I think, as some of his other works.
Nah.
And my favorite is probably one of his earlier ones, but this one still fits in quite nicely with his standard fare of remix.
First few seconds of the intro, deceptively calm.
Yes.
It lies to you.
You think he's done that before?
I know. It's weird. Listen to this. I almost feel like this should be the intro theme to a show. I'm serious.
Like a Derby Racer show.
Exactly. He's like, listen to it. It sounds like it. That's what it sounds like. And that's not a knock or anything. That's actually just kind of neat.
Like Speed Racer.
Or Wacky Racers.
Or Wacky. Yeah, something like that.
It just feels, almost feels like it should be the intro theme to like the extended intro theme of a show.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
It's fun.
It is. It
is
a really fun.
That's kind of the point. Is that those intro themes are supposed to be kind of fun and engaging. Will never leave your head ever.
Yeah, it's one of those, so you always remember it, and you watch it, and then you'll stick around out because they play that, and then they go to commercial.
Or in some cases, it's the only part of the show you really remember, like Captain Planet. Because honestly, can you remember anything else from Captain Planet beyond the theme song and the power is yours,
or by our powers combined?
Exactly, that's all you remember probably.
Heart,
and that
the power of heart.
But yeah, it's just kind of but part of the reason is it had a really catchy theme song. And this is a really catchy song. This kind of feels like a theme song. So it's a lot of fun because of that. I got no fanfics though.
Yes, you don't have any fanfics.
No updates, nothing.
Nothing happened in the fanfic world at
Something
all.
Almost happened. It almost did, but it's kind of odd, and I decided in the last second not to.
So that's the way it is. So yes, because you don't have any fanfics,
we're done.
We're done. That's it. That's the end. It's over. Go home. If you liked what you heard and you would like to listen more, you can find all of our episodes, past, future, present, at pony411.libsyn.com. Remember, that's Libsyn. You can also find us on iTunes. Search for Pony401. Go subscribe to us there. Rate us. You can also find us on Stitcher. Stitcher.com or the mobile apps. Find us there. Just search for us. We're also on YouTube. YouTube.com/Pony411. Go like, comment, subscribe.
We're also now on Google Play.
I was going to get there. It's now on my list. Yes, like he said, we are now on Google Play. They have a podcast section, and we're up. So go check us out there.
Search for Pony411 and subscribe.
Yes.
You need a Google account, which, well, let's be honest, most of us have something like that at this point.
Yeah, we all have an account with Google.
Don't be evil.
Don't be evil. Keep skirting that line there. But yes, we also air on Ponyville FM every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we're on Ponyville Live. Whenever the YouTube site updates, Ponyville Live will also update. So if you like checking things out there, you can find us there. If you would like to contact us, you can email us. We are pony411podcast@gmail.com. Send us comments, criticisms, if you want us to talk about something you're doing, or if you've noticed something like a news piece and you want us to talk about it, send it to us.
Mm-hmm.
You You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Go like us there. Whenever we post news, it'll show up there. You can also find us on Twitter. We are at pony411. Go follow us, see us tweet. Probably the best way to contact us is through our Twitter account for quick stuff. Bigger stuff, use email. You can also follow us on our personal accounts. I am at Alca7raz with a 7 instead of a T and an underscore at the end, and he is at Nemesis Prime 1. So go follow us and see us tweet about whatever whenever we do tweet.
I've been tweeting a bit lately.
Yeah. That brings us to the end of the episode. We got through it without our power going out.
Yes, we did it.
Ha! I think we've got a little bit till the storm is really supposed to hit. But yes, we're still here, and we will try to be here next week while we talk about...
To air and back again.
Yes, the finale. We are finally talking about the finale. It's going to be quite the episode.
Yes.
I'm not going to say much, but we've already both watched it, and we have
things to say.
Yes. Thank
Lots
you for
of
stealing
things.
my words, word for word. We have things to say, and you will probably want to hear them. So, make sure to tune in next week when we talk about that. But, until then, and always, remember, please, pony responsibly. See ya.
Goodbye.
Welcome to another Ugh, in my throat for that one. Okay, pro tip, clear your throat before you start talking. Welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 161 for the week of October 16th. I am get ahead of myself. This is just a train wreck of an intro, isn't it?
Thank you for the material.
I had a good streak going too with no horribly flubbed intros.